Hello, my name is Douglas Robinson. I am a solutions consultant with Beyond 20. In this video, we will be discussing how to configure custom toolbars within Cherwell. Now, I know what you're thinking, toolbars, gross. Sounds like a word from the 90s, but within Cherwell, we can configure any number of toolbars up on the top row of the application alongside the standard toolbar, which can actually also be customized. So in case you haven't used them, the buttons up at the top for the back, home, new, and other assorted buttons can actually be dragged and rearranged either along the default toolbar or outside of the default toolbar. You may have noticed this if you had accidentally clicked up towards the top left area of your screen and caught the leftmost section of the main toolbar. It may have popped out. This happened to me a few times, either in the rich client, but more frequently in the administrator client. Being able to move, or knowing what you need to know in order to move these around, is definitely a convenient skill. If you have separated your main toolbar and you would like to move it back, you can just click and drag it over the default toolbar area and it will move back to normal. If you would like to add a new toolbar onto your rich client application or for use in the browser client, you can do so by, I'm in the wrong place. You can actually do so by right-clicking here, and here you have some sections here for normal toolbars like the main toolbar, knowledge, which is off on the right-hand side, the navigation toolbar, which is this item right here. Your navigation toolbar usually only shows up if you're looking at a list of records. And finally, an action toolbar. This item is empty unless you're looking at a business object. Your action toolbar holds actions that are available for the current association. And then finally, you have the option to customize toolbars for the current user. So if we add one here, I'm going to name it my custom toolbar. And I'll add an action to go to my default home screen. Now, if I don't enter any display text here, it will show the name of the action, but only if I click the Show Text on Button checkbox. Otherwise, it just shows the icon of the action here. So display text, I'm going to enter in as Home Dashboard. Then I'm going to click OK. And when I do, and when I exit out of the Toolbars for User screen, this toolbar is going to get added to the upper area of my client. Usually this gets added onto a new line, but if you select the ellipsis off on the left-hand side of this little toolbar, you can rearrange it. You can either drag it out into a custom little area where it stays on top of the other windows as you're moving throughout Cherwell. You can drag it up to the top of the screen and situate it alongside the other toolbars, or you can even drag it to the left or right sides of the screen. So you can have a set of toolbars that become visible to the left of your task pane if you'd like. And this can be a folder or a single action or a group of actions, anything that you would like. Now what's really interesting about toolbars is that we can move into the administrator client or administrator tool, and we can set up some custom toolbars there as well that show up for all users for business object actions. So now that I'm in my administrator tool, I'm going to create a blueprint. And if I open an object like incident and I click the Edit Actions screen, I can move into the toolbar section and I can configure actions that will appear on the action toolbar for incident when I'm viewing an incident or working with a record that's associated with an incident or a dashboard that's associated with an incident. I can add one-steps, commands, dashboards, reports, calendars, searches, visualizations, and action catalog actions. The action catalog action is not quite so useful because you can't really view them within the rich client, but it is there as an option. So if I were to add one of these commands to the toolbar actions for incident, and then publish this blueprint, I could see the action on my incident business object after I'm done publishing as soon as I view an incident record. So now that I've published this, I'm going to reload my definitions and I'm going to move into the incident business object new form, or the new screen. And when I do so, I'm pausing as this is loading. When I do so, I have an additional action in my toolbar for the CMDB dashboard that I added to my actions for incident under the toolbar section. That is all that you need to know about adding custom toolbars. If you have any questions about this or you'd like to learn more about this or any other topic, feel free to reach out to us on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/beyond20llc. You may also reach us at Twitter. Our Twitter handle is @beyond20.